So, got some good news. Numbers are getting back on track in most of our cities that we cover. Let's get into it. Hey guys, how you doing? Derek here from Simply Home. I'm the state of Michigan broker, and I've got an all-star team. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, invest, rent, whatever you need, I've got you covered. We even do property management now. So we saw some wild, crazy numbers that were all over the place last month. Things are starting to kind of come back into line. So let's jump right in. And as always, we're going to start with the city of Ferndale. So currently right now in Ferndale, there are 66 homes on the market compared to 39 that sold in the month of June. And for homes that sold in June in Ferndale, the average sale price was $321,003. And if you remember, we kind of took a big dip last month in terms of average sale price. We've rebounded very nicely. We're up 11.4% over the month of May. And even then, the average is still 3.9% below the average in June of 2024, but we'll take it for now. And for homes that sold in Ferndale in June, the average homes did sell for 100.3% of asking price and sold in 21 days on the market on average. And currently in Ferndale, there's 2.2 months worth of inventory. And what that means is if nothing else hits the market starting today, it's going to be the beginning of September before we run out of houses to sell. Moving on to Hazel Park. Currently in Hazel Park, there are 59 homes on the market compared to 25 that sold in the month of June. The average sale price for Hazel Park in June was $188,112. That's up 2.8% versus the month of May, and it's up 2.4% versus June of 2024. Homes in Hazel Park are currently selling for 100.4% of asking price, and they're selling in an average of 23 days on the market. And there's actually 2.6 months worth of inventory on the market in Hazel Park right now. Heading over to Oak Park. Currently in Oak Park, there's 42 homes on the market compared to 28 that sold in June. And the average price of homes that sold in June in Oak Park was $241,480. That's actually down 9.4% from the month of May, although it's up 0.7% versus June of 2024. And the homes that did sell in June in Oak Park sold for an average of 100.2% of asking price, and they sold in an average of 21 days on the market. Currently in Oak Park, there's 1.7 months worth of inventory on the market. Moving on to Berkeley. Currently in Berkeley, there are 35 homes for sale compared to 33 that sold in the month of June. And the average sale price for June in Berkeley was $354,206. That's actually down 14.3% from the month of May, although it's up 1% from June of 2024. And homes that sold in June in Berkeley sold for an average of 102.3% of asking price, and it sold an average of 9 days on the market. So even though the average sale price is down substantially, the average home sold really fast and there were multiple offers on it. So if you can figure that out, let me know. But there's currently 1.8 months worth of inventory on the market in Berkeley. All right, let's talk Royal Oak. Currently in Royal Oak, there are 182 homes on the market compared to 88 that sold in the month of June. The average sale price in Royal Oak in June was $414,113. That's actually down 8.4% versus the month of May, although it is up 1.6% over June of 2024. And just like Berkeley, even though the average sale price is down, the average home selling for 102.1% of asking price, and it's selling at an average of only 12 days on market. So the market's still very hot in Royal Oak, and there's currently 1.6 months worth of inventory on the market in Royal Oak. And finally, last but not least, your favorite and mine, that little city with the big heart, Clawson, Michigan. Let's talk about Clawson. Currently, there are 15 homes on the market in Clawson compared to 15 that sold in the month of June. And the average sale price in June in Clawson was $325,300. That's up 7.9% versus the month of May, and it's up 0.4% versus June of 2024. And the homes that sold in Clawson in June, on average, sold for 102% of asking price and sold in an average of 23 days on the market. Currently in Clawson, there's 1.5 months worth of inventory on the market. So Derek, what does this all mean? These numbers are kind of funky, average price seems to be coming down in a lot of these cities, but homes are selling for over asking price. That doesn't make sense. Well, it kind of does if you dig a little bit deeper. So what we're dealing with now is the market is definitely starting to shift a little bit. So, rates are they're still elevated. They're mid sixes, but they're ticking down a little bit week over week, every week. So we're starting to, right now we're about 6.7. I think, we were in the 6.8s about a month ago. So they're drifting down slowly but surely. I'm not sure what the Fed's going to do or when they're going to do it, so I'm not even worried about it right now. But, long story short, I think what this all boils down to is if you're going to sell your home, you need to put a little bit of effort into it. Like the days of just like sticking a sign in the yard, putting it on the MLS and getting 12 offers in 24 hours are pretty much gone at this point. So as a home seller, you just need to know that you're going to be going up against more competition than you have probably been up against anytime since 2019. That's really the last year that we had comparable. Actually, that's the last year that we had less inventory than what we have now. So before COVID was the last time we were anywhere near where we are right now as far as inventory, which is great if you're a home buyer. That's phenomenal. That's what I'd love to see. It's not necessarily a buyer's market yet, but it's getting there. So that gives you the opportunity to take your time, look at multiple homes, work the price down potentially. But on the sell side, if you have a home that you've put some effort into, it shows really well, and again, my philosophy is never to dump a bunch of money into a home that you don't plan on living in anymore. But that being said, on the, when you're getting the home ready to and prep to show, there's a whole lot of reasons to spend a few $100 at Home Depot or Lowe's or Ace, wherever. Mulch, flowers. You just want to create that really good first impression for when people pull up to the house and walk in the front door. They're going to know within the first 30 to 90 seconds if that's a place they can see themselves living in. So you really want to wow them when they first get to the house. That would be, just make sure that it's tidy. If you have, if there's a bedroom or something where the carpet is just absolutely trashed, replace the carpet. I mean, it's, I'm not going to ever say go in and, spend thousands of dollars refinishing your wood floors just to sell it. But if the carpet's going to keep somebody from buying your house, replace the carpet, like that kind of a thing. So, the people that are doing that are still getting multiple offers on their homes, getting competing bids. Like I've, just in the past month, 2 of my listings that I put under contract had multiple offers. 2 of them didn't. So in the past couple years, basically every house would have had multiple offers. So it's more, like I said, just you have to give that buyer a reason to buy your house. But if you do that, there's going to be multiple buyers that want to buy your house. That's just going to bid the price up. So that's the moral of the story. And what we're seeing, the days on market is still starting to trend upwards, but it's not crazy. Like for Clausen, for example, the average days on market is 23 days. A year ago it was probably 10. But once we start getting to the point where we're over 30 days on the market, that's really when one of the indicators that the market is shifting, and we're getting closer to it. So, we'll just keep an eye on the market. But for right now, all things considered, our local market is pretty healthy. I mean, we've got just the right amount of inventory that we want. We don't have too much. We don't have too little. It's giving buyers opportunity to shop around, negotiate price. Rates I wish they were better, but they're not. It is what it is. Doesn't seem to be stopping anybody from moving forward on a home. And, as far as sellers go, you can still get top dollar for your home. Just got to put a little bit of elbow grease into it. And if you're not sure what you need to do to get your home ready for the market, I've got a really great solution to that. Call me, 586-491-5622. Call or text anytime. You can shoot me an email. My direct email is derekwarenka@simplyhome.com. And until next month, thank you so much for watching, guys. I got some great videos planned for the next couple weeks that are coming out. I'm excited to get those going. And as always, appreciate it. If you need anything at all, just let me know. Have a great day.